Hey guys, what's up? ZauriHD here today. Now, I know that my uploading schedule has been worse than Rodashaw's and any song Gibbs combined, but we're just gonna do our best to move past that and just get into the video I have today. Now, instead of uploading some FIFA 16 gameplay, which is something you guys have come to expect from my channel, I've decided to do something a little bit different today. As you can see, I am on Ultimate Team right now, but what I'm gonna do is go into concept squads and build a team of the players that have had the worst open goal misses of all time. Now, first up in this team, we have the Arsenal legend that is Freddie Lundberg. Now, when you think of Freddie Lundberg, you don't necessarily think of missed goals. You think of him slamming the ball into the back of the net. But for this shot, it definitely wasn't the case. Look at this. He's just chilling in the middle. It comes in and he does that. It's literally just how? How do you miss it from that far out? And that's honestly, look at Arsene Wenger just sitting there. And that's something you have to ask yourself for almost all of these shots. Just how? How can you possibly miss it from there? Now, moving on, we do go to the bronze beast, not really, Adam Barrett and his bald, beautiful head. Just look at this. The ball goes to the back post, is crossed right back in, and he somehow misses that. He just absolutely skies it. How is that even possible? I mean, just, oh yeah, before I move on, I'd just like to point out, look at the stands right there. What even is that? There must be a ratio of 1 fan to every 100 open seats. Man City, is that you? Oh, the City fans are gonna get so pissed at me. But yeah, look at this. It's just crossed into the back post. It comes back to him, and he just skies it. Like, is he trying to actually set some sort of world record for closest ever miss? Nevertheless, we must move on, and that is what we do. We go to Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the best player in the entire world right now. Again, like Lundberg, when you think of Ronaldo, you don't exactly think of missed goals, but that's exactly what he did right here. I'm gonna stop the music so you can just listen to the frustration of the fans. Look, Rooney's just doing his thing. Ronaldo chilling in the middle. And then this happens. Just what is he actually doing? How can you miss that? I'm just gonna play the clip of the fans one more time. You can just hear the pure frustration in their voice right there. Now, again, moving on, we do in fact go to the Dutch league for, I can't even pronounce that name, Esbue. I'm not exactly sure, but this has to be one of my favorite misses. Look, it's pretty good play from this guy. He chips it forward, but just hits the bar. And if you couldn't see it there, watch this replay. He's literally running into the ball. He stops and makes sure to head it out of the goal and ensure safety, and that is not a goal. Look at this. Right there, if he lost full control of his body, he would have just fallen into the ball, which would have caused it to go to the back of the net. But no, he stops fully and heads it out. That has to be one of my favorite misses. And the next player that is going to be going to this team is the left winger for Barcelona. That is Neymar. Look at this. It's just crossed into him, and from maybe a yard out, he somehow slams it against the bar. How does that even happen? And I know that there's going to be that one guy in the comments that's like, I bet you couldn't score that, Zari, you faggot. But, well, I don't have an 87 rated card on Ultimate Team, so fuck you, bro. Now, moving on to the pace god himself, the Usain Bolt of Ultimate Team per Mertesacker. Now, this has to be one of my favorite misses ever of all time. Now look at this. It just goes in off the post, hits him straight in the head, and he falls down. Now there's two things wrong with this goal. Number one, the fact that he missed that, and number two, the fact that he had to fall down after it hit him in the head. Like, look at that. He just dove. It looks like he's been shot by a sniper. It just matches it perfectly, doesn't it? And the next player to go into this team is another Barcelona player, actually, and that is Dani Alves. I honestly have absolutely no idea how he possibly missed this goal, but look at this. David Villa has the ball. He passes it in, and Dani Alves does that. I mean, I'm not sure if his defensive instincts kicked in or whatever, but he literally kicked the ball away from the goal. I have no idea how that possibly happened. Now, for the right wing position, we do have a former Dortmund player, and that is Jakub Błaszczykowski. I'm not sure, but anyways, you can see Lewandowski running through on goal, and it just falls to Błaszczykowski perfectly. Now, what would you guys do in this situation? Would you A, dribble the ball into the net? B, pass it lightly into the goal? Now, both of these situations are perfectly reasonable, right? Well, Błaszczykowski chose the third. Blast it as hard as you fucking can. And that happened. I honestly have no idea how, just how, again, you just have to ask yourself, do these players actually think before they take these shots? I'm not even gonna say anything, just watch this once again. Now, before we end up finishing this team, we just need to have a Liverpool player. I mean, it just wouldn't be a fails compilation without one. I pissed off so many fans today. But let's just move on to the goal. You can see right here, the goalie is just struggling to get back into its net, and it's played into Christian Benteke. Now again, I'd just like to stop the video here and show you how many options he has. Number 1, you can just play it through to this guy so he can shoot and score. Number 2, just lay it off to that guy so he can shoot and score. Or number 3, just shoot and score himself. But instead he decides to dribble it in all the way and somehow fluff the best possible chance Liverpool had in the entire game, probably. Now, we can't have a worst football miss compilation without the Pele missed goals, Fernando Torres. So as you can see on the screen, I cannot provide you with the Fernando Torres miss right now, but this requires some backstory. Basically, I uploaded this video yesterday, and it was blocked by the grade A cunts in charge of the copyrights for the Premier League. So now I have to come back and edit this, and just today we're gonna have to deal without the Fernando Torres miss. Also, I'd just like to point out how the Bundesliga and the La Liga and those other leagues, they don't block their videos. And this Torres miss, this was recorded maybe 3 years ago, I think. And that just goes to show how money hungry the Premier League is. But yeah, I've had to come back and edit all of this, and that has completely affected all of the videos that come before and after this because of the time. So if you see a 2 or 3 second pause here where I'm not saying anything, it's because of this Torres video that I've had to clip out and put in this new audio and video. So yeah, sorry about that, but we must move on. Now, I tried to base this entire team just off of people that were actually in FIFA, but this miss that I'm about to show you, this guy is not on FIFA, and rightly so after you see this miss. This miss is so bad, I'm honestly not even going to speak the first time you're going to watch it. Just fucking how? You have to ask yourself, how do these players miss these? Like, honestly, there are so many things wrong with that goal, I don't even know where to start. But look at this, look at this. Firstly, what in the actual fuck is the goalkeeper doing right there? Just look at that. And secondly, why? Let me just pause it right there. Now look at that photo and someone explain to me, how in the fuck does someone actually miss that? Honestly. I mean, if you ever feel suicidal, all you need to do is take a good look at that goddamn picture right in front of you right now, and know that some guy out there in the world right now missed that shot and didn't kill himself. If he survived missing that shot, then you can survive anything. I honestly have no words. Like, if he could have done anything, he could have gotten down on his hands and knees and headed it in from that position. But somehow, in some way, he managed to, I have no words. I honestly have no words. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching this fails compilation. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry about my uploading schedule, if you could even call it a schedule. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully, I don't know, let's hit 20 likes for this video. And if you're new from my Instagram, I'm probably going to advertise a little bit on there, then please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and peace.